Greetings. This is scenario 4. Line thickness affects gap auto close. To start with, have an open shape with a gap wider than will be filled by the fill tool. To check that, turn on the gap check view and look at that thin line between the two endpoints of the stroke. That's an indicator that fill will not be successful. And we can verify that. Let's change over to the select tool, select the stroke, and increase the stroke thickness until that thin gap indicator disappears. Change back to the fill tool and notice right away the fill tool didn't work. I'm going to click with the select tool, press the left arrow key, press the right arrow key, just to move the shape a little bit and then move it right back. And sometimes that jostles the fill tool such that it will then work, as is the case here. Now, if we make the stroke thinner so that it will no longer close the gap, we'll see the gap open indicator appears again. Now the fill did not disappear, but just like before, where it was not filling until we moved the stroke and then moved it back, we're going to do that again here. So it's selected, hit the left arrow key, the fill disappears because we're in a condition where the gap is no longer auto-closable, so the fill will disappear as soon as there's a refresh of the shape. So this moving left and then moving right, it's just to trigger a refresh of the shape so that it redraws it and it retries the fill. So what we've demonstrated here is that line thickness affects the gap auto close. A thicker line, and here as before, to refresh the tool, we're going to click off, click back on it, and we see the line thickness indicator. As we change the line thickness, we'll see the gap auto close becomes available with a thicker line. Thicker line has a wider gap that it can close than a thin line. And that's what this scenario is demonstrating. Thank you. See you in the next one.